With all the problems that humanity face, it must be admitted that many of them are the results of basic human problems that many people in many countries still face, namely poverty, income inequality, lack of access to health, education and economic opportunities, and basic necessities that allow people to feel safe, secure, and have a bright future for themselves and their children. An important agenda set by the UN with a target to be implemented in 2015 is the Millennium Development Goals, or MDGs, started in 2000. The 8 goals, which range from halving extreme poverty, halting the spread of HIV/AIDS, providing universal primary education, reducing child mortality, improving maternal health, promoting gender equality and empowering women, as well as ensuring environmental sustainability, form a blueprint agreed to by all the world's countries and all the world's leading development institutions. I'm curious to know how much of the Millennium Development Goals have been achieved so far and what the plans are beyond the target date of 2015 in order to further improve the human condition around the world.
Pressure of countries like the US and China to do something. The Millennium Development Goals, 2015, that's the target. Are you happy with the goals so far? Do you think you can achieve the MDGs? And what are the plans post-2015?
We have a target date by December next year. The scorecards are uneven, in fact, but in general terms, this has been most successful vision, a blueprint for development, particularly in terms of eradicating extreme poverty. We have been able to cut by half the number of people living in extreme poverty. That was already been achieved. But depending upon the goals, we have some different assessment, uneven report. For example, when it comes to primary education, while most of the countries have been providing primary education opportunity to many people, there are still 58 million children, school-aged children, who are out of school. We have to bring them back to school by next year. And there are many people who are dying unnecessarily from preventable diseases, particularly women and children. Indonesia is one of the countries who has to do more in preventing maternal mortality and also reducing these HIV/AIDS infections, and also should do more on nutrition and agricultural security, food security. But all in all, Indonesia has been doing well.
It's a final question looking to the future. The UN looks like it's got its work cut out for them with all these global challenges. How has your work and your challenges changed in the last few years?
Of course, there are many challenges, but all these challenges can be solved only through concerted efforts of international community. As a Secretary General of the United Nations, I am always humbled by the responsibilities bestowed on me, and by the way the people expect that United Nations Secretary General should address all these issues. I'm doing and I'm committed to that. But at this time, when you are handling all these multiple crises, political, security, economic, development, human rights, and also diseases like Ebola or H1N1, which we experienced a few years ago, then we need to unite. We need to show solidarity. Not a single country or not a single organization like the United Nations can do it alone. We need the support, we need the solidarity, we need the unity of all this international community. Only on the basis of this, we can address all these issues.
And we shouldn't lose faith in the UN or become cynical about what the UN is doing.
I am aware of that kind of criticism and cynicism about the United Nations. But you should also understand that the United Nations is composed of 193 sovereign independent states who come with their national agenda, national interest. But my appeal to member states is that good international solutions can help national solutions. But at this time, people seem to believe that national solution is more important than global solution. But when there is a global solution, this will impact and affect in a very positive way the national interest. And therefore, we really hope that we should be more flexible, more harmonious, more united in addressing all these challenges which we are facing. After all, we are living in a very small planet world, tightly interconnected. Something which happens in Bali or any corner of Indonesia can be reached out to the corner of the world within a blink of a second. Therefore, we are living in a small world. There is no boundaries, national boundaries. There is no ethnicity or there is no such communities. We are living in one community. And therefore, answer is simply clear that we have to work as one team.
And we have to promote common and shared values.
That's right.
Secretary General, thank you very much for your time, and I hope your visit is a success. And we hope to see you back here in Indonesia very soon.
Thank you. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Thank you.
Violence, intolerance, extremism, and conflict. These are the things that we see more and more in this world, as diversity is seen as something that is divisive and a threat to harmony. Perhaps what the world needs is more of the idea of unity in diversity, the philosophy that Indonesia was built on, and as a country tries to maintain and live by. And that's all for this episode. Don't forget to join me next month when we meet another figure who makes a difference to our lives here on Face to Face with Desi Anwar, bringing you the world.